MLS Cup playoff game 3 matches are happening this weekend. We're going to give out predictions. Charlotte against NYCFC up first. Who you got?
People are going to say I'm a homer for this. New York City FC. And why? Because that's the team I have season tickets to. Why would I sit here and predict Charlotte's going to win? I do think after Zaha came back, it got a little bit more dangerous for New York City FC, especially on the left. But Tavon Gray showed me something in that game. We did not win. New York City did not win. But Tavon Gray showed me, hey, he could defuse the bomb, the ticking time bomb that is Wilfried Zaha. So I think with that, I'm going to stick with New York City FC. Who you got?
NYCFC as well. I think, pretty much for the same reason. That I after the first game, I don't really see too much to worry about. I mean, again, if it goes to penalties again, then, it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah, but we got freeze, baby.
Sure, he stopped one.
Hey, if we didn't miss, we would have been pretty good.
That is true. So, all right, what's next? Minnesota United against the Seattle Sounders.
This is one where I'm going to say I think Minnesota have a great, very boring defensive style, and it works well in the playoffs. But there's something about Seattle. And maybe this is the end of it. Maybe we're seeing the end of, the Schmetzer era of there's something about them where they just feel right in the playoffs. They feel like they have a great direction when it comes to the playoffs. They've been here before. They've won it before. Do they have the pieces to win it all this year? I'm not exactly sold on that. But there's something about a game 3 against Seattle that I'm like, even if they're not home, I'm still going to go with Seattle.
I think after game 2, that first half, Minnesota does look like they have some ways to score against Seattle.
Yeah.
The fact that Seattle couldn't really score in Minnesota, I think Minnesota, and I think I had this conversation with Matt Doyle. Is it an upset for the higher seed to win the game
when the other team is Seattle? It does feel
I
like
guess so,
it.
Right? But I think Minnesota could do it. I think it might be another ugly game. I don't think there'll be as many goals as there were in game 2. But I think Minnesota can do it. And Dane St. Clair.
They have Dane St. Clair.
Who is obviously was awarded goalkeeper of the year in Major League Soccer. So, I think he's going to do it. All right, next up, FC Cincinnati against Columbus Crew.
Dude, this is a big one. There was an interview with, what's my guy's name? The midfielder who's retiring.
Darlington
Nagbe, where he said his favorite game ever was a playoff game against Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. Hell is Real is a very real derby. Mm-hmm. And the vibes are great.
Real's in the name.
Yeah, it's right there, right? This is going to be a big one. I don't want to see Darlington Nagbe go out like this. It would be...
You're letting your heart...
This would be Cincinnati's favorite thing ever if they retired Darlington Nagbe in a playoff game, elimination game. So I'm going to go with my heart on this one. Wilfried Nance and Darlington Nagbe. I'm going to say Columbus.
It's Nancy, but
yeah, he goes with Nance. So I'm going to go with Wilfried Nance.
Okay, I'm going to go with Cincinnati. I think they're going to be better at home. Columbus was just, again, so good at home, but it's obviously they have a tougher time playing.
This is going to be a wild one.
But it's going to be a good game.
This is one I want to watch.
Okay. You would hope you would want to watch all of them.
Oh, you can't watch them all.
Given that you cover the sport. Inter Miami against Nashville. Obviously we were talking about it earlier, but my decision really hasn't changed. I think Miami is gonna figure this out, and I think they have a better chance without.
I'm saying Inter Miami just because again they're home and they have the Stardust, but I don't think it's gonna be easy. And if Nashville wins this, I will not be surprised.
Can we just predict what if they lose? How are we starting our next episode if Miami loses?
I think we're talking about it. Messi signed an extension, right?
It's
official.
Good. Yeah.
So no take backs. No take backs now. I'm a little worried for what the plan is, but I do think if Inter Miami lose, we're not seeing a bunch of old dudes surrounding Messi next season. Sure. I think we're going to see an overhaul of this team. It's going to be very young, very vibrant. Very Argentinian. You know what I mean? Very South American.
We might allow some Uruguayans.
Yeah. One or two.
But it's gonna be
Show me your teeth. You got blood of another human on it? No? All right, you're in.
So, it will obviously a game a lot of people are going to be focusing on. And then San Diego against San Diego FC against Portland Timbers. It's going to be another really good. It's been a good series. I'm going to go with the upset here. I think Portland is going to do it.
San
Diego have been good But the games are hectic enough and crazy enough. That comeback in game 2 from Portland, I thought I gave them the momentum. And they looked pretty good at San Diego. So I'm gonna say Portland.
Okay, I can't fully trust Phil Neville just yet as a coach.
Okay,
you know what I mean? And I do think Portland have everything it takes to win. I do think Mikey Varys in a little bit of just a little bit out of his depth right now in a playoff. He's never experienced this before. I think he's a great coach. He's proven he's a great coach this season. I think the San Diego has all the stars. My mind is telling me to go with Portland. But remember those two dudes that didn't want to hire us because we celebrated on their pitch when New York City FC won? So shouts to Timber's Army. Everyone except those guys or anyone who don't like us because we celebrate on your pitch. That's the reason I'm going with San Diego, and I hope y'all. I hope all my homies in Timber's Army win, and I hope y'all lose.
Okay, Alexis, can't let it go.
If y'all gonna be petty, I'm gonna show you what petty look like, bro.
Anyway, all right. So yeah, the games start on Friday with NYCFC and with Charlotte against NYCFC. The game. It was we all saw it on FotMob. Said 4 p.m. kickoff. The actual start now is 7 p.m.
7 p.m. They've all been adjusted.
So okay, we were a little bit worried. So I'm glad that isn't the case. So.
We got fooled by the placeholder.
so a lot to look forward to this weekend. All right, I'm excited for these games this weekend. Let us know who you think is gonna win in these Game 3 playoffs in Major League Soccer.